to order. We just have one development. Are you all part of the applicant team? You are, okay. So we can dispense with the normal introduction. We've got minutes from a meeting on October 28th of 2020. Any additions, deletions? No? Okay.
Move adoption.
Okay.
Seconded.
They're adopted. Where are you, John? Oh, there you are. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that brings us to a development permit. It's for 9020 Glenelyn Gate and 9460, 9480, 9500 Garden City Road. And it's to permit 13 townhouses. And there's a variance for the exterior side yard setback from 6 to 4.5 metres. And I've got an echo here that I'm trying to get rid of. That's better. Okay. So Mr. Cheng, you're going to present this? Okay. So we'll hear from you. We'll hear from staff. We'll deal with any questions. I think we've got a couple of written pieces of correspondence. So what would you like to tell us about this?
Okay, my name is Matthew Chang. The developer is Kingdom Property Investment Limited. Architect is Matthew Chang Architect, and landscape architect is PMG Landscape Architects. This is a 13 units townhouse project located, as mentioned, is 9460, 9480, 9500 Garden City Road, and 9020 Grand Allen Gate. This property is located at the corner of Garden City and Grand Allen Gate, approximately between Francis and Williams Road. The frontage of the property is 76.2 meters, and it fulfills the minimum minor arterial road requirement of 40 meters. By definition, Grand Allen Gate is considered as the front yard, and 6 meter front yard is required, and we have provided 6 meter front yard for the Grand Allen Gate side. By definition, Garden City side is considered as exterior side yard. And by definition, 6 meter is required for the exterior side yard, and we are requesting to relax from 6 meter to 4.5 meter. And the rear yard is required to be 6 meter, and we fulfill 6 meter. This kind of relaxation is consistent with the arterial policy, which mentioned that if you provide 6 meter setback at the rear yard, the front yard could be relaxed to 4.5 meter, in which is officially considered as exterior side yard, but it is quite consistent with the arterial road policy. A cross-access easement will be provided to the south property, which is on the left-hand side of the diagram, on which there's an old duplex there, and if that property happens to develop in the future, and they can use our property as their cross-access to them. And we are proposing 13 townhouses. Regarding the streetscape, the top diagram shows the front row of townhouses. There are 2 buildings, and one building is 5 units on the left-hand side, and the other building is 3 units on the right-hand side. And on the right-hand side, the 3-unit building step down to 2 levels within the 25 feet against the property line, which give a good transition to the single-family house to the south, which is on the right-hand side.
Is that what that is, Mr. Cheng? An existing single-family house?
This is existing duplex.
Duplex, okay.
On the right-hand side, it's a pretty old one.
Yeah, okay.
And for the 5-unit townhouse on the left-hand side, we step down to 2.5 levels because at the corner to the local road, which is by the guidelines. We step down from 3 to 2.5 levels at the corner to the local road. For the lower diagram, which shows the streetscape along the Glen Ellen Gate, which is the local road. On the right-hand side, it shows the 2.5 level building have stepped down from 3 to 2.5 level. On the left-hand side, this is the back row of the townhouse, which is a two-level townhouse there. And it gives a good transition to the single-family house at the back, which is on the left-hand side. So there are 3 buildings at the rear row of the townhouses. And there are 5 units, and they are located as 2 duplexes and 1 single unit building. On the right hand in the middle, there are duplexes. On the left-hand side, it is single unit townhouse at the back. And they are both 2-story in height, and which give a transition to the single family at the back. And the upper rendering show the single unit at the rear row of the townhouses. Regarding the site plan, the site will be accessed, vehicular access will be from the arterial road, which is Garden City, and the vehicular access is set away from the local road. It's between 35 to 50 meters, according to the guideline. And all parking are side by side, 13 unit, 26 side-by-side parking, and no tandem parking. And 3 visitor parking will be provided, in which 1 visitor parking will be accessible space. There will be 21 bicycles, class 1 bicycle space designated in the garages, and there will be 4 class 2 bicycle rack located on the right-hand side of the vehicular access driveway next to the mail kiosk. There will be amenity space. The area required is 78 square meters, and we are providing 108 square meters of amenity space. And the PMT will be located on the left-hand side of the driveway next to the electrical room. And on the right-hand side of the driveway, there will be the mailbox kiosk on the right-hand side or the north side of the driveway. And all garages will be equipped with EV chargers. And we have provide garbage bin and recycle bin space in all garages. And we are providing door-to-door pickup to the garbage and recycles. There will be a water chamber along Glen Ellen Gate, which is in the ground. And according to ADP, Advisory Design Panel, they advise us to put landscaping screening to the water chamber, and we have revised according to the comment. The second floor, just for information. Third floor, just for information. And regarding the fire truck access, there will be a new on-site fire hydrant on the right-hand side of the driveway, access driveway. And we have fulfilled maximum 45 meters from the hydrant to the fire truck, and maximum 45 meters from the fire truck to every fire access door of the townhouses. And they are all measured in a line parallel to the driveway, not in diagonal. Regarding the SU9 turning, we have the 3-meter corner cut at the access driveway and internal driveway, and which can fulfill the SU9 turning onto the site. The main floor of the townhouse are set to be minimum 0.3 meter above crown of the road. And the finished grade at the townhouse is fortunately very compatible with the grade at the property line. And because they are compatible, and very slight slope is required from the finished grade to the property line, and no retaining wall will be required at the property line because of change of grade. And it's so good that even the tree retain, the grade of the retained tree is very compatible with the finished grade. So the finished grade is pretty good. Regarding the convertible unit, we are proposing 2 convertible units, which is highlighted on the right-hand and left-hand side, which is the north and south corner of the site. And we will be providing one accessible visitor parking, also highlighted, and outdoor amenity space, which is centrally located for the convenience for the residents. And the site is fully accessible to all common area without change of grade. About the detail of the convertible unit, we have 2, and the bedrooms are located on the 2nd floor, and they are accessed by incline platform lift. We proposed chair lift at the ADP, but it was not supported, and we changed to incline platform lift for the access to the 2nd floor. And also, the ADP suggests us to use pocket door in washroom, closet, and powder room, and we have revised the drawing accordingly. And also, we have side-by-side parking in those units, and for future accessible parking. And there are other standard convertible unit feature, including the entry door size, interior door size, hallway width, and the space at the toilet, blocking for the grab bar, lever-style plumbing fixtures. Cabinet could be easily removed, bathroom and shower control to be accessible. In kitchen, plumbing and gas line to be clear of the underside of the counter space. Cabinet could be easily removed, lever-style handle. And for windows, it could be opened with one hand. And for outlet, there will be at the proximity of the control center of the smart home option, which will be controlled by smart home, which is convenient for handicapped people. And the outlet will be upgraded to 4-plex, which can eliminate a lot of extension cord. Regarding privacy, as mentioned, there is an old duplex on the south side, and we have one balcony. There's a possibility of overlooking them, so we are proposing some screening, privacy screen, to avoid overlooking to the other property. And then the color will be matching the building. The image is only showing an example. And we have one lock-off unit for possible rental. And it is at the south corner on the left-hand side of the property. And the size fulfill the minimum 25 square meter area, and including a bathroom and a kitchenette for this lock-off unit.
Where is that located again?
I can flip back to the site plan. And it is on this on the left hand, the red square on the left hand red square. It is a convertible unit, at the same time a lock-off unit.
So you have a lock-off unit within the convertible unit?
Yes.
Okay. And just one of them?
That's one of them, yes. But we have 2 convertible units.
Yeah.
One of them is lock-off unit.
And one has, yeah.
Regarding sustainability, we are going to achieve step code 3. We have certified energy advisor on board, and we are proposing natural gas high efficiency gas furnace of 92% or higher. And we are also proposing air source heat pump. And we are also proposing very high efficiency gas hot water on demand, which is also recommended at the ADP. Of course, we will be providing HRV for the units. Other sustainability features including the dual flush toilet, draft tolerant plant, Energy Star appliances, LED lighting, EV charger, programmable thermostat, motion sensor in the powder room and master ensuite, and low-E glass window. And we are using wood as a renewable material, local building material, and durable building materials. Regarding waste reduction, we are proposing 3 stream waste bin for construction, compost bin in kitchens, garbage and recycle bins in garages. And for the health and air quality, we are trying to retain the plants, the tree around the perimeter, and we are also using LOC paint adhesive and flooring. Since we are using air source heat pump, there will be some condensing unit on the outside. The air source heat pump is specified by the energy advisor, and they are designed by the mechanical engineer and designed and specified by the mechanical engineer. And the location has been designated. Well, for the condensing unit, there will be some kind of noise. So we have retained an acoustic consultant to test out the level, the noise level. They both testing the environmental noise from outside and also the noise from the outdoor machine, and they are both acceptable as per the acoustic consultant. And also for the look of the condensing unit, we are also providing some screening around it, and we are proposing some metal screening, and the color will be chosen to match the building, to integrate with the building. Regarding the form and character, we are proposing traditional slope roof form, but however, we are using contemporary materials. And the building form will match the residential neighborhood of the area, and the third level of the front unit will be set back from the arterial road to reduce the mass as perceived from arterial road. And the color palette will be elegant off-white tone. Instead of all white, we are using different texture to articulate the white tone. We are using the Hardy Reveal panel, which is used to interplay with the stucco, with a different texture in the same white tone. Besides the white tone, we have accents with the charcoal color for our windows. Entry porches, railing, and front door have as accents. These are some perspective at the front and the back of the building. And there are some sample boards showing the fiber cement panel, asphalt shingles, stucco, gutter and downpipes, fascia board, and window doors, and garage door and entry porches. From the ADP, there are some suggestions from the ADP regarding elevation. And you can see at the end, at the top diagram, there's a vehicular entrance, and we are suggest to chamfer the roof of the third level to make a smooth transition of the building to the driveway. And also, if you look at the left-hand building at the driveway, this is a canopy proposed or suggested by the ADP for the mailbox kiosk. And also the bench is proposed for the protection for the safety of the area in the mailbox kiosk. And also at the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little on the south elevation. The ADP. There's one thing missing from the Garden City elevation is 2 of the unit on the right-hand side of the 3-unit building. The entry porch was linked together, and the ADP suggests us to separate the two canopy so that they give identity to the entries. And for the bottom left, the single line drawing, and it shows that the ADP suggests to have a skirt roof to separate the main floor and the second floor. This is the bird eye view from the southeast corner of Garden City Road. And this ends the architectural presentation, and I will ask the landscape architect to do the landscape portion.
Okay, thank you very much.
Good afternoon. My name is Ewan from PMG Landscape Architects. I will talk about the landscape. So our overall landscape concentrates on the lush green landscape and the pedestrian connection. So on the site, there are 5 retained existing trees related to the site. 2 of them are on the site and 3 of them are off-site. 14 existing trees will be removed, and we are proposing 28 replacement trees on this site.
So, I'm sorry, I'm not sure I heard that. How many trees are being retained that are on this property?
2 trees.
2, okay.
Well, some is close to the property line, but yeah, two trees.
And which ones are they there?
I think
The green?
I cannot see.
Presumably the green.
Okay, there's 1 tree. And another tree is here.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
So along the west edge, the units are primarily oriented towards to the street, which provides eyes on the street. The streetscape has been improved by the low 42 inches high aluminum fence with concrete columns at the entry. The fence protrudes 18 inches out at each unit's entry to enhance visual interest. A wide planting strip with 1 row of flowering trees along this strip to provide a pedestrian unified walking experience. To ensure the privacy of the units, all yard has been enclosed by the hedge and fencing. At the site entrance includes a decorated paver, narrow the driveway, and angled 2 sidewalk, 2 entry signage on both sides to ensure or to provide the sense of the welcoming for the people come from the outside. We are proposing decorated paver with heritage pattern for this internal pedestrian sidewalk to ensure the safe movement for the pedestrian. The amenity area have the various programs, including outdoor picnic table, one large play equipment, and some natural play elements. The picnic table is located at the entry of the amenity area, which is easily accessible by the residents, and also it can look after the kids when they are playing in the play area. The play equipment we pick is made by Robinia wood, which has multiple play opportunities for the kids. In terms of sustainability, stormwater is designed to recharge into the ground in various of areas, which include soft landscape area and the permeable pavers, which at the entry of the driveway, this internal pedestrian walkway and visitor parking. So the percentage of the permeability of the whole site is 42.5%. The plants we pick are drought tolerant and don't require high maintenance. So overall, we are proposing 32 trees and over 1,200 shrub, grass, and ground cover. That's all for the presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your presentation. I think I'll ask Mr. Craig to give us staff comments, and then we'll see if we have any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just a couple comments, if I may. There's quite a extensive presentation from the applicant. There is a servicing agreement associated with the development for frontage works and site services. Frontage improvements will be conducted along both Garden City Road and Glen Allen Gate. In addition to that, the setback variance is consistent with the arterial road policy guidelines. We are achieving a 6-meter rear yard setback to the single-family lots to the east. There is also no road widening associated with this project, so the setback to these buildings from the Garden City curb will be approximately 8.6 meters. We did receive acoustical reports from acoustical engineers confirming that there is no issue with achieving CMHC guidelines for the interior of the home.
Okay, thanks very much. Do we have any questions from the panel for staff or the applicant?
Quite an extensive
Good.
presentation.
John, you good?
Just one, sorry, it was just, if Cecilia had a question, she can go. But,
Cecilia said she was good.
oh, okay. Well, maybe just a comment, and I only raise this because of the sustainability comments made during the presentation, and I appreciate there's a number of components there. Mm-hmm. But we talked about sustainable building components. I'm not sure asphalt shingles on the roof meet that criteria, and maybe not for this project, but maybe to staff to look at in the future. I mean, is that really something we want to continue to support? Certainly, there's been advances with hardy plank and siding materials to the point you don't ever expect to have to replace your siding on these developments. But I don't think that's the case with asphalt shingles on the roof, and perhaps there's better solutions. So, not necessarily for this project, but maybe, a comment for the architects and staff to consider in the future what might be more sustainable options. Sure. Maybe I'm wrong, but other than that, yeah, I appreciate the detailed presentation and didn't have any further questions.
Okay, thanks, John. Are there any members of the public that would like to comment regarding this? Don't see any. Wayne, we have a couple of letters. Do you want to just walk us through?
Sure, thank you, Mr. Chair. We do have one piece of correspondence from Raul and Agnes Trinidad, along with Roma Macabantad and Judy Montes, who live at 9280 Glen Allen Drive, unit number 30. Their comment is just that they agree with the proposed plan.
So Wayne, are they in behind or beside or whereabouts?
They are in, there is a multifamily complex located at the terminus of Glen Allen Gate.
Oh, okay, yep.
The second piece of correspondence is from Norm Roberts, no address provided. Mr. Roberts expresses concern over the outdoor private space associated with the development.
Right, but actually compared with a lot of developments, the front yard setbacks and the front yards are relatively large, and the project has a 6-meter setback to the rear, so the rear units have a fairly large yard too.
That is correct, right. As well as the communal outdoor space exceeds minimum guidelines.
Yeah, so I take his point, but probably it's better provided for than some. Okay, well, there's a positive staff recommendation. Certainly from my point of view, I think it's a well thought out and detailed little project. I'm happy to support it. Is there someone to move the staff recommendation? Cecilia? John? Second?
Second.
Okay, so I'll call the question. All those in favour? Opposed? It's carried. Thank you. Thanks for your project. Wayne, any new business?
Mr. Chair, the next scheduled meeting is December 9th. That meeting can be cancelled as we do not have items for that agenda. Okay. The next meeting would be January 13th, 2021.
January 13. And do you need a resolution or?
We do require a resolution to cancel the meeting on the 9th.
Okay, so moved Cecilia, seconded John. And do we need a vote?
Yep.
Okay, all those in favour? There you go. It's cancelled and we're adjourned. Thanks very much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you, John.